I made my debut against Bradford in the FA Cup.
Okay.
So I'm on the bench now. He brings on one person, he brings on another person. I'm thinking, bruv, I don't even know if I'm gonna come on now. I'm not even going out to warm up now, bro. 5 minutes. I'm out here chilling. You know when you're in the back of the dugout like this, fam. Just relaxing, watching the game. Cold, fam. Out of nowhere, he's like, Moyo, come, get changed, bruv. I couldn't even go out and get anything firing, nothing, fam. I literally just had to take my garms off on the spot. Just, cool, ready. I'm on the side of the pitch. Nervous, fam. Wobbling, fam.
Yes, sir. I'm your host, Leroy, and welcome back to The Insight. But before we start, could you make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for any new content that will be coming your way very soon. But without further ado, enjoy the pod.
Okay.
Yeah. You all good?
Yeah, ready to go, fam.
All right, sounds good. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The Insight. Today we've got a special guest, Mr. David Moyo. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. Happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Nah, appreciate it. So how you been doing, man? Like obviously preseason started now, innit? How are you getting on?
Yeah, preseason's good, man. It's been tough. Obviously in the summer, I tend not to like batter my body with loads of just running. I just work on the stuff that is very hard to do during the season, like the 5 yards, like gaining the gap speed. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I worked on that during the summer, but when I come back to preseason, I felt all right, man. Just get my fitness up. So I'm nearly there now. Played a couple of games, played 45 twice. Got a game tomorrow. Probably play 70 to 90 on that. So we're nearly there, man.
No, fair play. Question, over the seasons, that you've played, do you like do the same thing in the off season, or like are you still kind of trying to twist and turn and see what's good for you?
I'm nearly there in finding what's perfect for my body, innit? But obviously when I first started, I had to trial and error, man, just to see. But it's crazy because at the beginning, when I first got into football, everyone would have the first 2 weeks off and then you'd kill yourself after that trying to get ready. But over since I got older, I've just realized, like, if you just keep ticking over from when you finish your last game, then it's easier to get back into it. So I've not really stopped all year round. I've kind of like obviously relaxed and enjoyed myself and spent time with family and that, but I've just kept my body right, whether it be spins or treadmills, but nothing too much on my joints in it, just to relax, and doing a lot of leg weights and stuff like that, just trying to get the body right to do another full year of football without breaking down, you know what I mean?
Yeah, try to hear that. So let's wheel it back, all the way back. How did you get started? Like, how did you get into football? Let me know, man.
Do you know what? Not many people know this, but I've got a friend called Gifts Kalua, Okay. We used to go to school together. One day, I went to his house and we were just chilling, and he was like, "Oh, bro, I'm going to a trial today at MK Dons."
Okay.
He's like, "You should come because it's like an open trial." I'm like, "Bro, I didn't really understand football at this point, and I didn't know how big football was or what it was and stuff like that. I'd recently moved to obviously England and that.
Yeah.
It was all new to me, innit? But he's just like, "Oh, come play football." I'm just like, "Oh, cool. Everyone used to play football back home. I might as well just come play ball, innit?" Like, it used to just be fun, innit? And then I've gone to the trial and we're just playing and stuff like that. And it's not anything serious. It's just, I'm just having a kick about, but I'm doing well. I'm just scoring goals and just having a laugh, innit?
Yeah.
Smashing the ball, bro. And then obviously, one of the coaches is like, "Oh, where do you live?" And he starts asking about me, and he's like, "Oh, what's your name?" and stuff like that. And he's like, "Oh, okay, cool." At the end of the session, or the open trial, everyone, they're like, "Oh, we'll get back to you and let you know who we want to bring back."
Okay.
And obviously they've asked me and 3 other lads, there's like 4 of us, to come back. And then that's how I got into football in the beginning. And I ended up signing for Dons from under 12s to under 14s.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So that's how I first got introduced to like proper football and the football world, innit?
That's nice. So, you weren't born here, right? Where were you
No, I was
born?
born in Zimbabwe.
Nice. Whereabouts? Whereabouts?
Blawayo.
Okay. What hospital?
Mater Dei
Mater Dei.
Hospital.
Yeah. Same.
This guy. Yeah, man's a real freshie out here.
Yeah. No, I hear that. I was born obviously same place, same hospital, whatever. And I think that's like maybe like the main hospital where everyone's born, you know?
Bro, really and truly, there's one hospital. Everyone's born in everyone's born in that hospital over there.
Don't kill me. Okay. So obviously like your MK Dons over throughout the years, and how was that? Like obviously at the start you didn't really know what like the football game was. How much did you learn like whilst you were there in it?
I learned a lot in how the environment was and how to conduct myself in the environment. And obviously there's a lot of growing up to do when you go from not knowing what football is and to obviously being in that environment. But like I used to just do things that were just like unheard of, innit? So when I first started playing for them, I used to get kicked a lot because I was just rapid when I was young. Well, I still am, but when I was young, I was just dead fast, didn't it? Yeah. And I used to get kicked like in the back of my calves, innit? So I started doing this thing where I'd wear 2 shin pads on each leg, innit?
This guy.
Bro, obviously in my head, I was thinking I'm protecting myself, but I didn't get it. Like you don't do that. But I used to wear one in the front, one in the back, and then put the under wrap and tape. Boom, I'm ready, fam. These men used to just laugh at me and just think you're a freshie, fam. But in my head, I thought, yeah, that's what I was doing. But obviously over the years, you just learn like you don't need the added weight, bro. It's just if you get kicked, you get kicked, innit?
That's true. That's mad. How small are your shin pads nowadays, fam?
Like this big.
You guys are mad, you know. Like I remember
times have changed, bro.
That's the thing. I remember when I first had shin pads, you had the ones with the ankle
with
protection
a sock
thing.
In it. Hey, I used to bang the ankle protection one and then put like a small shin pad at the back on my calf.
This guy.
Ultimate protection. I'm going out there in armor if I'm ready for war.
Nah, I hear that. So what happened? Obviously you said you're only there until what? You said 14 or 16?
14, under 14s. So
yeah.
I was there till under 14s and I got released. But the way I got released, I got released, but I didn't know I got released until. So we used to get these like forms at the end of the season that tell you how well you've done. But I didn't know that they have a decision in the back. Like they tell you whether you're signed on for next year or not.
Oh, right.
So I was thinking, I'm going to go to the meeting and then they'll tell me whether I'm released or not, innit?
Yeah.
And then, you know, more Ahmed, didn't it?
Yeah.
So we used to live like near each other, innit? And he's come to my house now and he's like, oh, did you get your review thing? Papers at the end of the thing. I'm like, yeah, I got them upstairs. He's like, let me see, like, are you here next season or not? I'm like, I don't know, innit? Like, I thought that was at the end. Like, we'll find out at the meeting. He's like, nah, it's in your papers. I was like, show me, innit? So I give it him and he reads it. And obviously he told me, bro, like, nah, they're not going to sign you for the next year. So I'm like, bro,
that's how they were doing it.
Bro, that's how I found out, innit? So that's how they were doing it for everyone. He was like, yeah, in his papers it says he's obviously there from 14s to 16s, innit?
That's nuts.
Yeah, man. So that's how I found out. After that, I was like, rah, it's mad. I was deviled from I didn't want to play football anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
That was my first face of rejection in the football world. That was the first time it happened to me.
Nah, that's nuts. So what did you do afterwards then? Like, or like, to be honest, at that age is kind of mad, you know? Like, to get it just on a sheet, like, what did you do from there?
So after I got that, I just thought, bro, forget football, innit? Like, I'm just going to chill in it and just go to school and see what happens, innit?
Yeah.
And then I started playing for, like, Great Linford, innit? Just my local team, innit?
Yeah.
And Claudia was like, bro, you shouldn't be playing for Great Linford. You're too good to play at Great Linford and all this. He's like, come play for Dunstable. it's like a step up, and you can just come play here and just see what happens. So I was in an in for ages, bro. Ages. Just I didn't want to leave, and I was just like, it's far. Like, why am I going there for no reason and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And then eventually he talked me into it, and I've gone, innit? And then I think I played a year there, like a season there, and towards the end of under 15s, we played like a game. No, towards the end of under 16s, sorry. With like 3 months left of the season, we played a friendly against Northampton, innit?
Okay.
And in the game, I was doing my thing, and I scored a worldie, like just hit it from like 35 yards, but it's gone top bins. And then the ref blew up, and he was just like, I was offside. I was like, right, you're moving mad. But obviously, after that, Northampton contacted Dunstan when they were like, oh, obviously, we want him to come train with us. Rare. Went and trained with them for a week, and then obviously I signed at Northampton for under 16s, and then after that I got a scholar there, and that's how it all started. And then
that's mad, because obviously I remember the story from Northampton, because that's when I started hearing about, MK is like a small place. You start hearing, okay, my man's here, my man's there, like. So that's when I kind of came into your story, innit? Like, how was your time at Northampton? Because obviously I was at Luton at the time. Like, how was the setup there?
To be fair, the Northampton setup was good, like, I feel like they had people there that cared about the young lads there, and they just wanted you to learn the game and understand like how it works and what it takes to obviously be in it a long time, you know what I mean? And like this one guy, he used to constantly say to us that the hardest part of football was staying in the game, like staying relevant in football and being professional, staying in a full-time club, you know what I mean? That's the hardest part. And obviously we didn't understand until we got older, and you find yourself in non-league and stuff like that, and you're just like, how did this happen? But then you realize, right, it's actually so hard to stay in football.
No, for sure. Like, facts. How was your scholarship like time? Like, how was that experience? Like, what kind of stuff did they have you doing? Like, how was the general like day to day in it? You know what I mean?
Bro, you see my scholarship days, yeah? They were the best years, but obviously the stuff they have you doing is mental, bro.
Yeah.
So they had us doing mad stuff, bro. We had to do the basics, clean boots, clean the change rooms and stuff like that. But I remember when A.D. Boothroyd first come to Northampton, he had us in early in pre-season, innit?
Okay.
To clean the stadium, bro.
Huh?
To clean the stadium, bro.
You're lying.
To clean, yeah. So we've come in and like we're given like these brushes, you know, the hard brushes, like them hard outside brushes.
Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, he's like, clean. Yeah, I want it clean. And obviously we're all just there like doing it on a lazy thing, just getting by. He's like, no, you got to clean it. Put a bit of elbow grease into it. And he's like, yeah, come here. Show me how you do it. I was doing it. He's like, no, I don't want it like that. Do it like this. And obviously, bro, by the time I'm finished that day, I was sweating I was just thinking, this is mad. I came to play football. These men got man clean and changing.
Trust me.
Yeah, sweeping stairs and that. I was just thinking, bro, this is nuts, man. But there was more things, bro. Like, you know the frost covers on the pitch.
Yeah. On the first team pitches on that.
Yeah, that by far was the worst thing you could do, bro, because the frost covers, they're hard, fam, and like when you grab them, we didn't have no gloves, no nothing. It's freezing outside you. Like, the things are icy, and you're grabbing them, and your hands are all red, your hands are gone, and you're just dragging them. You drag them on. The next day, you come back, you drag them off. If it's gonna be cold again, you put them back up. I'm thinking.
Oh. Hold on, so you man had to do that for like every game that was like frosty or snow
in the winter. Yeah, when it gets cold, yeah. And then if it snows and obviously the frost sheets are on, you'd have to come, shovel the snow off, then pull the frost covers off, and then the first team play. If it's meant to snow again, you put them back up, bruv. It was a shift, man.
Shoot, we had to do this. I remember the first team at Luton must have had like a game or something, and it must have snowed, but they wanted to keep it going, innit? Bro, they had us there like just sweeping snow. That was a job, fam. You know that?
Bro, this is what I'm saying. Man might as well be a brickie, fam, or something mad. Like, how you got man out here doing grounder work, fam?
Yeah, no, but they only had like one groundsman in it, or maybe two. I remember we only had like two, I think. And they were doing the first team pitch and the training pitch.
The training ground, yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember one time when it got bare icy unexpectedly, innit? I don't know if you ever played at Northampton like against us. There used to be like a running track around one of our pitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it got icy. The game got called off.
Yeah.
But the first team were meant to do some running or come and do some running on the track.
Okay.
But the track was icy, yeah?
No way.
So they call us in, yeah, come in. Bro, they give us like these scraper things, yeah? And they're like, scrape all the way around the track, the first 2 lanes, so that the first team can do some running. Bro, we come in, we're scraping. It's bare hard because it's like you got scraper, but the material of the track.
On the track, yeah, like rubber,
yeah. So it's hard to actually get the ice up. We were there time from like 3 hours. We've done it now. You can kind of run on it, innit? Like at a good tempo without slipping. Bruv, half an hour later, first team's not coming. It's been sacked off. Yeah, techie. Yeah, the way I was vexed that day was bad. Yeah,
but that's mad. Like obviously, like first teams, and I don't know. Like obviously back then, like there was a lot of like proper old school managers, which there is still right now. But I feel like the youth teams nowadays don't get it the same way we used to get it. Like I've talked to some of my friends who are obviously younger and were like coming up, and like some of the jobs that like we had to do, like some of them got thrown out as soon as like we left or something, like, you know.
Word. But the youth team used to run the club. We used to wash cones, wash bibs, do the kit, collect the kit, put it in the right pile. Bro, I'm telling you, we used to do everything around the club, bro. It was nuts.
Yours was mad. I used to think mine was bad, but yours sounds like a different case.
Bro, this is why when I say these men now that are coming up, they're a bit soft because they didn't have to go through what we went through back then.
Nah, facts. So obviously, AD Boothroyd gave you your professional debut, innit? Talk to me how that came out, man. Obviously, it's a great accomplishment, something you've been working to, innit?
Yeah, man. It was a mad experience, you know, because I didn't think I was gonna play, innit? But I found out I was on obviously the squad last minute, so I've just got my boots, come round, gone in the change room. Obviously, you're in the first team change room. I'm thinking, and you're just looking around and they're just bare big men. I'm just thinking, this is mad. I'm seeing some big players, innit? I'm thinking, you man have been there, done that, you know. And these men are all whamming that. I'm thinking, you're right, yeah, cool. But I'm just chilling in the change room. It's I made my debut against Bradford in the FA Cup.
Okay.
So I'm on the bench now. He brings on one person, he brings on another person. I'm thinking, bruv, I don't even know if I'm gonna come on now. I'm not even going out to warm up now, bro. 5 minutes. I'm out here chilling. You know when you're in the back of the dugout like this, fam, just relaxing, watching the game. Cold, fam. Out of nowhere, he's like, Moyo, come, get changed, bruv. I couldn't even go out and get anything firing, nothing, fam. I literally just had to take my garms off on the spot. Just, cool, ready. I'm on the side of the pitch. Nervous, fam. Wobbling, fam. Big one. But obviously, then I go on the pitch. When I go on the pitch, it's so weird. Like, I'd never obviously experienced playing in a stadium with fans and in a competitive match, innit? So, you know, like, on Be a Pro on FIFA.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna sound mad, but I tell you, it's accurate, fam. You know, on Be a Pro when you're running, yeah?
Okay.
And like the closer you get to the goal, it like gets narrow and like it's just mad, like it's the way you see the pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. It felt like that, G.
That's nuts.
And I just thought, bruv, I feel like I'm on FIFA, G.
It's mad. Like you obviously dream of like their moments, innit? But like once you're there now, and like obviously you get called up, and they're like, yo, like obviously come on, and you're standing on the sidelines. And I remember my experience, like I was standing there, it was taking bare long. You're thinking, I'm just waiting for the ball to get kicked out so I can jump on.
Yeah. And the longer you wait, fam, your heart is just doing squiggly, fam. And you're just thinking, bro, get me on this pitch right now, G. I can't stand it any longer, G.
Nah, hear that. So how was the rest of the season? Obviously, you made the first one. How was the rest of the year?
Yeah, it was right, man. I played here and there, like for the rest of the year after that. And then obviously, I got another year at Northampton. Oh, tell a lie. We went to the playoff final. We lost in the playoff final. But I played in the last 2 games of the season. I done well. And I played at Port Vale away. And we needed to get minimum a draw to make sure we was in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I started one up front, imagine, fam.
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
And obviously we got the result we needed and we went to the playoffs. And then the playoffs come now. Ask me if I played.
You might need to start killing me with that. My boy was doing that to me. I swear.
Bruv, I didn't play 1 minute in the playoffs. Then we went to Wembley now. Imagine, we went to Wembley now. We get to Wembley. Man's not even on the bench because man's just in the dugout in a suit, fam. Like some Joey. Fam.
Just there, vibes and in it.
Just there, but obviously, don't get me wrong, it was a sick experience.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Being at Wembley and stuff like that. But
you want to be playing regardless.
I wanted to be playing, bro. Especially after playing the last 2 games, doing well and that.
Yeah.
So for man to just dash man out, just like right. It is what it is.
Was somebody out that obviously came back?
Yeah, Clive Platt was injured, innit? So obviously, and Bayo, I confirm, was injured as well. But they both come back. But the second game I played, like the last game of the season, Bayo was fit, but he was on the bench. And obviously I played, and then after that, the man played the rest of the playoffs, innit? So I said, this is what I want, innit? I want the same as my man, or I'm not gonna play for you. Yeah. And they're like, the guy was like, you're putting pressure on yourself. Like if you asking for that kind of money, that's applying pressure. I'm thinking, what do you mean, bruv? Good meat is expensive, G.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, fam?
I lie.
You know, bro, if you want to go Aldi and buy £4 steak, you can. If you want to go SDK and get Wagyu, you can. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
there's a difference. You know what I'm saying?